Hello there, it's Bobby from Horse Tender Studio, and this is my attempt at vlog number 2. Um, First off, I want to thank everyone so much for the great feedback on my first attempt at vlog number 1. This is all very new to me, and I am so not an on-camera type person, so this is pretty scary, but it's something that I thought would be fun to do, so I'm going to keep trying. Anyway, I asked for suggestions, what you guys might like to see, and got some really good ones. The resounding thing that everyone wants to see is definitely some Japanese horse action, the horse polls and archery and all the events that I've been going to see, the jingle horses. And I have good news on that front. I told my husband about it, Jeff, and he said, oh yeah, we can definitely do that. I can do some camera work for you. So look for that coming up this spring and summer. Current projects I'm working on is I'm still working on the Clydesdale mare for the MEPSA makeover. And I haven't done a whole lot with her over the past week, but I did do the initial kind of sanding all over because this mold is kind of got a bit of a rough texture to it. So I was just straightening her out there and smoothing out the edges here to start filling her back in with epoxy. And I'm hoping to maybe do a little bit of epoxy work on her today. Chewy, I haven't done anything with him yet. I need to get him prepped. Some of you may know last year's NaMoPyMo, I waited until the last day of February before I painted my entire horse. And it was fun, but I don't want to do that again. I want to be able to take my time on Chewy. So I do want to get him prepped, hopefully, by the start of February, so I can have the whole month to paint on him. Let's see. I did talk about Maggie Bennett's Micro Mini customizing contest last time, and I did just this morning ordered one of her Micro Minis so that I can paint and enter that contest. I found out that you can enter up to 3 models, so I might actually order a couple more. I'm not sure yet. I kind of don't want to get in over my head because I have a tendency to do that. But I have one on the way, so I'm going to at least enter one. The one that I ordered is Tohi, I think he's called. He's the very first one that she made for her monthly club. And she sculpted him to be a stock horse, so I'm thinking of a really fun, flashy pinto or appy pattern for him. Anyway, let's see what else. I've been working on an order. I got a really exciting order through my Etsy shop for some custom cross-stitch saddle pads, and I have the first one of the order done right here. And this is a pattern that I made up based on a real saddle pad, and I have a couple of them listed in my shop. And this gal contacted me and asked if she could change the colors on the same pattern, and I think she chose some really pretty colors. I love how this one turned out. So I've got to make 2 more for her. She ordered 3 pads, so I'll be working on that. Another big thing that I've started is a visible horse. It's the kit that shows, all the innards of a horse and everything. And I've actually had this kit for a long time. Of all places, I found it at a transportation museum in Denver, I believe. We went there because Jeff is really into the big boy locomotive. And so we went there to see their big boy that they have. And in their gift shop, they had this visible horse kit. And the box was all beat up, and there were no instructions, but it looked like all the pieces were there. So we went ahead and bought it. And I've had it kind of kicking around all this time. And since I'm really going gung-ho finally into trying to do some sculpting and some more ambitious projects, I thought I better put this thing together. The big reason I wanted it was for kind of a 3D skeletal reference. And so I've been kind of chipping away on it the past few days, and here's where I'm at. And it looks like kind of like a funky bird to me right now. I originally thought that I would just put the skeleton together and kind of leave it freestanding. But I've encountered some difficulties along the way with assembly. The pieces don't fit together very tightly. There's not a lot of material to glue to, so I think it's definitely intended to be in the clear horse body case. So a couple options. I could either strengthen a lot of the joints with epoxy, which I might end up doing, or just go ahead and make the thing and keep it inside the the clear horse body, which I think is what I might end up doing, because it is kind of neat to see not just the bones themselves, but let's see if I can do this, where they are in the horse. So that'll show me, you know, a good representation of like how much neck is there and different things like that. So I think it probably will be put inside the case. And it came with all of the inner organs, you know, lungs and all that kind of stuff, which are interesting, but I guess really from a sculptural standpoint, I didn't think that they were super important. I was more interested for this one in the skeleton. So that's coming along. I'm hoping to get it finished up this weekend. Maybe I've got a lot of the smaller pieces put together, like the leg bones and stuff like that. So there's that. And then big ongoing never-ending project is organizing my studio, the black hole of creativity. But the other day I just was like, enough is enough, and I did this marathon all-day cleaning session, and I got huge areas of it cleaned out and a lot more stuff organized and put away and kind of dealt with. And I've been selling some craft supplies and projects for other things that I'm just not really interested anymore, like dream catchers and jewelry and things like that. Basically things I had picked up to kind of scratch that creative itch when I kind of stopped doing horse stuff for a while. But now I'm like full speed ahead to do the horses, and I'm loving it. I'm having a great time, so all the other stuff's got to go. But one thing I wanted to share, which is kind of cool, is I had a lot of these plastic cases that I found to keep my rubber stamps in, and scrapbooking paper and stickers and all this other weirdness I acquired. But I love these cases, and I've been purging my rubber stamps, so I have the empty cases left over, and I thought, what am I going to do with them? And I came up with, I think it's kind of a neat idea. I put some of my old in progress stablemate customs in there, because they have been kind of tossed in drawers or tossed in boxes, and I just kind of dig through and try to find if I want to work on one or not. But I'm kind of excited about this because it's more visual, so I can look and I can say, oh, you know, I want to work on that one or whatever. I don't know, it's just something new. I'm kind of excited to try kind of repurposing some cases and containers that I've used for other things all this time. Let's see. Other suggestions that I had, or requests, I guess, is to show off my Stagecoach project. And I definitely want to do that. Right now it's still all boxed up. I actually haven't worked on it at all since we've been to Japan, which is too bad, because when we first moved here, I had set a goal that I would use the 4 years we were here to finish the Stagecoach. Well, we're halfway through that time, and I haven't really touched it. But one thing I was waiting on was I was waiting for some leather lace that I needed for a very important part of it, and I did finally get that ordered and get that in. So I don't have that excuse anymore, so I really should get back to work on it. Let's see. Also with, customizing the Clydesdale mare, it's making me want to work on the Stagecoach team. But I'm really trying hard not to let my ADD, kick in and send me all different directions, because that hasn't gotten me very far so far. So anyway, one thing at a time. I'm going to try to finish the Clydesdale mare for the MEPSA contest next month, and then work on Chewy and the Micro Mini, and just try to work on getting things finished. Anyway, other suggestion was my bonsai collection, and the blankets that I've been making for the horses, and other little projects like that. So I definitely am going to try to work some of that into these videos. And then if you have any more suggestions, if anybody thinks of anything they want to see, or anything I've talked about that they really want me to follow up on, and stuff like that, just let me know. And then another question, I think I've probably already rambled on longer than I did the first time, is what do you guys think is a good length for one of these vlogs? I know some other people's vlogs I've watched, they can be pretty long, and but I do know attention spans are shorter, and we're all really busy. So what kind of time frame you guys think I should stick to, or try to stick to? I'm anticipating that maybe when I get to filming the Japanese horse events, I'll probably be putting up some longer videos. But as far as just rambling about goings on in the studio, yeah, let me know. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.